Hello everyone, today we are going to talk one of the earliest types of operating systems, that is the batch processing systems. Let me write it down. So batch processing, it's important to know history while studying OS, just for the sake of knowledge. Maybe people will say we have the best of the operating system, why we want to know, but let's see what happened in the past. So now imagine it's the 1960s. Okay, take it as 1960s, and instead of sleek laptops or desktop we have today, everyone used a giant mainframe computers. What were those? Mainframe. So yeah, mainframe computers. So these mainframes were like the superheroes of their time, handling massive workloads for multiple users. But there's a catch. You couldn't just use the computer whenever you wanted. Okay, you had to wait for your turn, much like waiting in a line at a busy restaurant to place your order. So what is this? What is this batch processing? So let's take an example of laundry. Okay, suppose there's a laundry outside. Now we have this or laundromat, what we call. So there is only one washing machine there. So but there are 10 people. Okay, there are 10 people and they need to wash their clothes. So instead of each person waiting there with their laundry, they will leave it in a queue. The machine processes one batch of laundry, and once it done, move to the next. This is essentially how batch processing works. So first person will give its cloth. First person. Then once he is done, these all will be in queue. Second till all 10 will be in queue. Once he completes fully, then only the second person will put the clothes. Then third. So this is what. So users would submit. So similarly in operating systems, users will submit their programs which were queued by up to the system. The computer would then execute them one by one. There was no interaction while the program was running. So when one program is, suppose P1 is running, there's nothing that P2 will come in. Nothing of that sort. So there is no interaction while the programs were running. You just submit your program and return later to collect the results, much like getting your laundry once it's done. I hope this example you understood this. So how did it work? So this batch processing. So back in the day, users would hand over their program often written on punch cards. We had something known as punch cards in that time. So to the computer operators. So you can read, if you ever interested much in history, just read about these punch cards in older times. What were this? So these programs were stacked up in batches, hence the name batch processing. The computer would process each batch, executing the jobs in sequence, just like the laundry example what I gave. For example, if there were program jobs, you can take it as jobs 3. So these are the process. So what are these what are the limitations? So batch processing made sense because it maximized efficiency of the computer by minimizing downtime between tasks. But there's a drawback here. It wasn't very interactive. Let's say you needed to fix a small bug, you couldn't just do it immediately. You would have to resubmit the program and you would go back to the end of the line. So just see, you have to resubmit the program. So imagine, so if we compare this with the laundry example, but imagine you are at that laundromat. After first wash, you'll realize you left a sock out. So you can't just stop the machine or squeeze it. You'll have to wait for your turn again. So that was a disadvantage. Or one more thing, what we see is, now suppose there are these J2, J1, J2, J up to J10 jobs. So if J1 takes 10 days, right? Rest all should wait. All the programs, if this J1 takes 10 days, all have to starve. That is known as starvation. So this was one of the big problem in batch processing. So today we have moved from batch system to interactive system and real-time systems. In modern operating system, multiple processes can run simultaneously thanks to multitasking. It's like having multiple washing machines at the laundromat, so everyone can get their clothes cleaned at the same time. So on the final thought, batch processing was the foundation of how early computers work. It might seem inefficient, but by today's standards, but at the time, it revolutionized how computers were used. While we have come a long way with multitasking and real-time systems, batch processing is still used in some industries today, where large-scale data processing is required, such as payroll systems and back transactions. So that's the essence of batch processing. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more tech history and operating system insights. See you in the next one. Thank you.